Mixed Country 96 Artist Lounge. I'm Mike James. We're joined in the lounge today by, you may recognize the face if you've watched The Voice, James Dupré. James, you were on Team Adam, is that right?
Yep.
All right, well, first of all, welcome.
Thank you.
You are a Southern boy.
I am. I'm from Louisiana originally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you a LSU fan?
I can tolerate them, but I'm more of a UL Raging Cajuns fan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Well, that's all right. You know, we had a little rough time. The Mizzou Tigers had a rough time with LSU, so I wasn't going to give you a hard time about that. Anyway. But talk about your background growing up. Were you involved in music from an early age, or?
Well, actually, music was just something that I always loved to listen to and I, sing along. And Vince Gill was like one of my big influences when I was a kid. But actually, I never considered being a musician because I was just terribly shy.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was actually going to be a weatherman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went to school for 2 years for meteorology, and that's whenever I started picking up the guitar and I joined a band, and I was like, okay, well, now I think I might want to play music instead.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then so I quit school and then became a paramedic just to get a job, and my dad's a paramedic, and so I did that for 6 years while I worked on my music.
And you got a little bit of exposure on YouTube.
Yeah, so yeah, 2007 I started putting videos up on YouTube, and at that time it was still fairly new, and I just did it just as a hobby, just to see what a few people thought, and I was overwhelmed. I mean, hundreds of people from all over the world were commenting, and so I just kept putting more videos up, and then there came a point where it was in 2010. I got an email from a producer at the Ellen Show.
Oh.
And she had seen some of my videos, and she wanted me to be a guest on her show the following week. And at that point is really when I realized, well, this is not so much a hobby anymore. Maybe I should...
You're onto something.
Yeah, maybe I'm onto something. So that's kind of how things got started there.
Wow, what an awesome story that is. Now, talk about The Voice now. Auditions and how'd that go? What was the process for that? I understand there were just thousands of people there.
Thousands, yeah. Over 40,000 people had auditioned on the season that I was on. I was on season 9, which was last fall, and it was just, I'd never done anything like that before, and it was just really overwhelming, but a lot of fun. Meeting all these other contestants, and from all these different backgrounds, and we all just kind of hung out and got to know each other really well. And those of us that made it to the blind auditions, we lived in LA for like a month before then, all together at the same hotel, and we wrote songs together, and it was it was just a lot of fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. And so talk about the audition when the chairs spun around. Talk about how that felt.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that month before, we were all just building this anticipation, hoping that at least one chair would turn, and whenever all 4 chairs turned, it was just, it took everything I had to not just faint right there on the stage, Wow. It was pretty cool. But I was going to pick Blake, I was, but I felt that Adam was just so passionate about me being on his team and about having a country artist on his team, so I threw a curveball there and picked Adam.
So what was it like working with Adam? He's done so much, and so what was it like working with him?
Yeah, he would have been my second choice anyway, but I've always been a fan of Maroon 5, and he was just a really cool guy. I mean, somebody that if you didn't know who he was, you just want to go have a beer with him or whatever.
Really?
He was just really down to earth, and so that was kind of a surprise. You just never know what to expect sometimes.
Sure. All right. Well, you got a new single out. Talk about "Stoned to Death."
So yeah, I wrote the 7 of the 10 on the album. This is one that I did not write, but I was pitched this song about 3 years ago, and just immediately fell in love with it. And I always said, if I get a chance to cut a record, I want that one to be on there for sure. And we ended up making it the title track too. So yeah, it's called "Stoned to Death," and I'd like to play it for you.
All right, I'll let you play that one. If you want to play something else, we'll do that.
The gavel fell when the door slammed. She didn't say a word, but I heard, go to hell. So here I am, chained to this bar tab, and doing my time in this dive. It's my neon holding cell, till I find some way to escape the past. I'll be watching the world from behind the bars and through the glass. She handed me down the sentence the day she left. 99 years to life and stoned to death. I broke her heart, I plead guilty. I wear my regret like a number on my soul. I'd give anything if she'd forgive me, but there's no time off for good behavior, a chance of parole, till I find some way to escape the past. I'll be watching the world from behind the bars and through the glass. She handed me down the sentence the day she left. 99 years to life, stoned to death. And bartender, keep 'em coming till there's nothing left. 99 years to life and stoned to death. Thank you. This was one that I did write. Sort of a story about myself, semi-autobiographical, I guess. It's called Green Light. There's a little old town in Louisiana that I'm lucky to call my own. There's a warm bed waiting and a mama saying you could always come back home. I spent my younger years shifting gears, driving fast as a young man does. I had my eyes on the prize and my name in lights, kicking up a cloud of dust. I was born on a green light, got the windows down, it's a good time for running around. Get up, get out of town, turn the radio louder now. Born on a green light, ain't no stopping me now, you gotta get right. Get your feet off the ground, get up, get out of town, turn the radio louder now. Yeah. I met a sweet talking girl out in West Virginia, and she loved me like a king. But I could see it in her eyes every time she smiled, she was making plans for me. I said, oh no baby, you know me maybe, but I know you better than that. But take a look at my life and my ex-wife, I'm leaving, I ain't looking back. Cause I was born on a green light, got the windows down, it's a good time for running around. Get up, get out of town, turn the radio louder now. Born on a green light, ain't no stopping me now, you gotta get right. Get your feet off the ground, get up, get out of town, turn the radio louder now. Yeah. Oh, 'cause if there's a road, baby, I'm gonna go it. If there's an answer, damn sure I'm gonna know it. 'Cause I was born on a green light, got the windows down, it's a good time for running around. Get up, get out of town, turn the radio louder now. Born on a green light, ain't no stopping me now. You gotta get right, get your feet off the ground. Get up, get out of town, turn the radio louder now. Oh, let's roll. So this one's called Hurt Good. Also co-written by one of the same people that co-wrote Stone to Death. So
oh.
Yeah, Jesse Alexander. You're a twisty road that I can't undrive. You're the perfect knot that I can't untie, and I don't wanna try. Of all the crazy things I've ever done, you're my favorite one. You're my favorite one. Come on, crash my bed, girl, wreck my head. Do me all night long. Do me right, do me wrong. Come on, kiss me, kill me, leave me empty, steal my shirt. Yeah, this is gonna hurt good. You're a Mardi Gras rocket on a Friday night. Every curve I turn on you, there's another curve to find. And I get lost, I don't wanna be found. You're so damn beautiful and dangerous, and all I want right now. Come on, crash my bed, girl, wreck my head. Do me all night long. Do me right, do me wrong. Come on, kiss me, kill me, leave me empty, steal my shirt. Yeah, this is gonna hurt good. Yeah, then take me, move me, bend me, use me. Take it fast, take it slow. Hold on tight, baby, let it go. Kiss me, kill me, leave me empty, steal my shirt. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. Yeah, this is gonna hurt good. Yeah, this is gonna hurt good.
Well, you've been listening and viewing the Mixed Country 96 Artists Lounge. I'm Mike James with James Dupré. If you recognize the face, you remember him from the voice. James, thanks for coming by and spending some time with us, sharing your music with us.
Absolutely, thanks for having me.
Best of luck down the road as you get out and get your name out and everything. I know you're going to do well.
Thank you, appreciate it.